Today on the Daily Scoop podcast from the Scoop News Group, President Trump signs an executive order consolidating federal IT contracting under GSA. And GSA debuts a new generative AI tool for its workforce. It's Friday, March 21st, 2025. Welcome to the Daily Scoop podcast, where you'll hear the latest news and trends facing government leaders. I'm the host of the Daily Scoop podcast, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's dive into the day's top headlines. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Thursday to consolidate the contracting of common goods and services, including information technology, under the General Services Administration. Within 30 days of the order's issuance, GSA will take over as the executive agent of all government-wide acquisition contracts, or GWACs, for IT, as designated by the Office of Management and Budget. The order states that consolidating domestic federal procurement in the GSA will eliminate waste and duplication while enabling agencies to focus on core mission of delivering the best possible services for the American people. As part of GSA's new role, the administrator will be able to, quote, defer or decline being the executive agent of IT government-wide contracts when necessary to ensure continuity of service or as otherwise appropriate. Other major GWACs for technology across the federal government include the National Institutes of Health, Information Technology Acquisition and Assessment Centers, vehicles like CIO-SP3, and the embattled CIO-SP4, as well as NASA's Solutions for Enterprise-Wide Procurement, or SEWP, contracts. The order doesn't clarify what will happen to those non-GSA IT contracts and the staff that support them. More news focused on GSA. The General Services Administration on Thursday revealed a new generative AI tool designed to boost efficiency and help automate repetitive tasks. The platform, now available to GSA staff, comes amid anxiety that the Department of Government Efficiency might use AI to surveil or replace federal workers who are being laid off in large swaths across the federal government. The GSA chatbot can access a series of large language models, including technology from Anthropic and Meta. The system resembles other AI chatbots, and it's designed to respond to user prompts and help staff with basic tasks like writing. Earlier this month, Wired first reported that the DOJ had deployed a chatbot called GSAI for 1,500 federal workers. According to Wired, the tool had been in development for several months, but DOJ accelerated the rollout of the platform and eventually wants to use it for data analysis of contracts and procurements. GSA said in a Thursday statement that it is encouraging all of its staff to test the tool. For more news at the intersection of the federal government and technology, make sure to visit fedscoop.com. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Daily Scoop podcast, available on all podcast platforms. If you've already rated the podcast on your platform of choice, thanks so much. High ratings and good reviews of the show help more people to find it. The Daily Scoop podcast is a production of the Scoop News Group in Washington, D.C. Adam Butler and Carlin Fisher help put the show together, and the entire Scoop News Group team contributes. We'll be back next week with more top headlines. Until then, I'm your host, Billy Mitchell.